पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतसक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। So we are hearing from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 5th chapter, purport by Srila Prabhupada to verse number 23 and 24. Shri Prahlada Uvacha Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoh Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam Iti Pumsarpita Vishno Bhaktischen Navalakshana Kriyate Bhagavatyadha Tanmaneham Adhitam Uttamam. Prahlad Maharaj is telling to his father Hiranyakashipu that there are 9 processes of devotion, 9 limbs of devotion. At first, one has to offer oneself completely unto the feet of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna and perform any of these 9 limbs of devotion. I consider that activity to be the highest and that knowledge to be the supreme education. Because Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, of whatever you have learnt from your gurus, tell what is the best. So he says that is the best education that I have learnt, where the 9 limbs of devotion are performed to Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. That is the best education I have learnt. Now we are going through the purport by Srila Prabhupada. He has written about each of the limbs of devotion separately, and we heard about Shravana Bhakti and Kirtana Bhakti. Now there is some more purport remaining about Kirtana Bhakti, but the last we heard was that there are tenfold offenses while chanting the holy name. One has to be freed from these offenses in order to get the real benefit from chanting of the holy name. While committing offenses to the holy name, if we go on chanting the holy name also, then one will not get the actual fruit. Because only after we are freed from offenses, we will get the actual fruit of the holy name. So the Namakshara Bahirai Vate, the syllables of the holy name are certainly coming out of the mouth, Naam Kabunai, but it is never called as the holy name. Because Kabu Namabhas, because it sometimes is Namabhas and Namapara Nirantar, but it is mostly Namaparad. Because of our chanting of the holy name unmindfully or any other offenses like Vishnu Ninda, Vaishnava Ninda, blaspheming the Vishnu, Vaishnavas, not following the orders of Guru, all these things are considered as Namaparad. But Srila Prabhupada said, if you go on chanting the holy name continuously without any break, then you will be freed from the offenses. One will enter to the platform of Namabhas, and by continuing to chant in the platform of Namabhas, one's anarthas will be removed completely. Once anarthas are removed, then one will enter into the area of Shuddhanam, pure name. And by continuing to chant this pure name, one will get prema, love. So this is the actual fruit of the holy name. There are two questions that I received, but I have not taken a printout of it. There are two questions pertaining to this Namaprad and Namabhas. It was sent over my email. Can I open my email on anyone else's phone? It will take time, na? Okay, I'll give the reply tomorrow because I don't remember the questions also. अपराध थाकिले वो भगवाने संतोषार्थ सर्वदा नाम कीर्तन कर्तव्य. So this is a prescript that Prabhupada is giving in his purport. Even though there may be offenses in chanting the holy name, it is our sole duty to continue chanting the holy name. In the fear of offenses, don't stop chanting the holy name. There may be offenses, but he is telling that Bhagavanir Santoshartha, in spite of that, for the pleasure of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, chanting the holy name always is kartavya. Kartavya means it is the duty. It is the duty. It is a prescript that you have to do this even though it is offensive. So it is not like I am doing offensive chanting, therefore I shall stop chanting. No. To please Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, you keep chanting the holy name even though it is offensive. একমাত্র শ্রী নামই যে নামাপরাধ ক্ষমা করিতে পারেন তাহা শ্রী অম্বরীশ চরিত প্রভৃতিতে দেখা গিয়াছে. Only by chanting the holy name, one's offenses to the holy name will be removed. The evidence for this can be found in the life stories of Ambarisha and other personalities in Srimad Bhagavatam. That if one commits offense to the holy name, it is only by the strength of the holy name one can overcome those offenses, not by any other means. There are various processes of atonement mentioned in the scriptures for various degrees of sinful activities one is performing. But if one commits offense to the holy name, none of these karma kanda activities can absolve the offenses, can clear us from the offenses. It is only the holy name that is required to be freed from the offenses. This you can see in several narrations in Srimad Bhagavatam like Ambarisha, etc. नाम कौमुदीते उक्त हइयाछे जे फलभोग अथवा जे महाजनेर निकट अपराध करा हइयाछे ताहारई अनुग्रह लाभ केवल मात्र এই দুইটি উপায়ে महाजनेर अथवा वैष्णवेर निकट अपराध निवृत्ति बा विनष्ट हइया थाके. If one has committed offences at the feet of a devotee, a Vaishnava, there are only two ways to be freed out of it. One is to suffer the fruits of those activities. The other is to get the mercy of that very Vaishnava unto whom we have committed offences. Only these are the two ways. If the person to whom we have committed offences is pleased and he forgives us, then we will be freed from the consequences of those offences. Otherwise, we have to simply suffer the reactions of those offences. There is no other alternative to this. When Ambarish Maharaj was offended by Durvasa, or Durvasa offended Ambarish, although Ambarish Maharaj did not get offended himself, but Durvasa tried to, taint the dignity of Ambarish Maharaj. Ultimately, he could not find shelter even at Vishnu, who is the source of everything and everyone. We say that if we pour water at the root of the tree, the entire tree gets nourished. If the root is satisfied, then the tree is automatically satisfied and nourished. In a similar manner, if Krishna is satisfied, then everything else and everyone else is satisfied. So, Durvasa had went to Vishnu to water the root, to please the root of all entire creation. But he was not pleased. Why? Because he says this is kapatata, this is duplicity. What is duplicity? You say you have love for me, but you don't have love to those whom I love. I love my devotees. You keep on offending my devotees and you say that you love me. That is nothing but your duplicity, hypocrisy. Therefore, I have no, means or ways to rescue whatever offences you have committed to Ambarish. Go and pray for his mercy. Only if he is pleased, you will be freed from the offences. Therefore, even the greatest of the personalities like Durvasa had to suffer the reactions of his offences to Ambarish until he was not forgiven by Ambarish. Of course, Ambarish did not take the offense, but still he prayed to the Sudarshan Chakra. So, there is no second way. This narration of Prahlad also, we began with that topic only. If you remember, that Narad Goswami is speaking to Yudhishthir Maharaj. He is telling that by the mercy of a Sadguru, one will get the highest. And if Sadguru is displeased with anyone, then that person will fall down to the greatest degree. We can see in the example of Prahlad's life. Prahlad is an example of a person who has become a recipient of the mercy of Narad Goswami and all the holy saints, and Jaya and Vijaya became recipient of the curse of Sanak, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar and Sanandan. The moment one becomes offender to the Vaishnavas, what will happen to him, even though he may be in Vaikuntha-dham? But if he mistreats a sadhu, a Vaishnava, he has to come down. That is the degree to which the Lord loves his devotees. Therefore, if one has committed an offense to the Vaishnavas, in Nama Kaumudi scripture, it is said that there are only two ways: either you have to suffer the reactions of your offense to the Vaishnavas, or that very Vaishnava unto whom you have committed offense shall have to shower his mercy. Gopal Chapal had committed an offense at the feet of Srivas Pandit, and he begged forgiveness from Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu told, no, for millions of lifetimes I shall have these worms eat you. You will be affected with leprosy not only in this birth, for millions of births you have to undergo this kind of a disease. And you have to suffer in the hellish planets, Raurava Naraka, for millions and millions of lifetimes. So later, when again Mahaprabhu took sannyas and came to Kulia, at that time again he met Mahaprabhu, please forgive me. This time he became little, pacified. And he told, you have committed offense to Srivas. You have to go and beg forgiveness from Srivas. If he is freeing you from the offenses, then you will be freed. So, the thing is that there is no rescue if one has committed offense to a Vaishnava. Therefore, very, very careful, cautious we should be in the path of Krishna Bhakti. Shri Shiver Prati Dakkher Uktiu Erup Jatha Ami Apnar Tattva Gyat Nahi Boliyai Sabhastale Apnar Prati Durbhakyavan Nikhep Kuriyachi. Daksha is speaking to Shiva later, several days later, when he has realized his mistake. Daksha Prajapati is telling to Shiva that I have not understood your glories. I had no clue of your ontological aspect. Therefore, in the middle of the assembly, I have defamed you. Kintu tat satyau apni amar oi aparad grahan koren nai. But it is your greatness that you have not taken my offense. Because Vaishnavas, they never become angry, they never take any offense. Because taking offense means that he is thinking that he is a Vaishnava, or he is thinking that he is advanced. Oh, how can such a person tell this to me? So that kind of ego is not there in him. But on the contrary, he just thinks that I am getting the reactions to what I have done in the past. He will not think that, oh, he has offended me. He will fall down. The Vaishnavas never become dissatisfied with anyone. Because Mahater Pratigraha, to become, the sadhus becoming enraged with somebody is going to be more dangerous than annihilation. Is more dangerous. There is no rescue for such a person. Therefore, the pure devotees, they never become angry upon anybody. They don't take offense of any person. But it doesn't mean that we have license to do anything. Because they don't take offense, so let us keep on doing it. No, the Lord will not tolerate. So here it is told, Kintu tat satyau apni amar oi aparad grahan koren nai. But still, you have not taken my offenses, even though I have defamed you in the middle of an assembly. To speak one to one, if you have some, disagreement with me, then you can call me in the side, you can talk to me, you can be angry with me, whatever. But in the middle of an assembly, insulting is something that is not appropriate. I have done that. But still you did not take offense. परंतु आमी যখন পূজ্য ব্যক্তিগণের মধ্যে সর্বশ্রেষ্ঠ আপনারই নিন্দা ফলে অধপতিত হইতেছিলাম, তখন আপনি কৃপাদ্র দৃষ্টি পাতে আমাকে রক্ষা করিয়াছেন। But due to my offenses, when I had fallen down severely in the middle of so many persons, means Daksha was beheaded. Later, when Sati came, you know the story, Sati came and then Sati could not tolerate the insults that Daksha is speaking towards Shiva. Immediately she thought that there is no point in bearing my body any longer, keeping my body any longer. Because after hearing Vaishnava aparad, if one continues to live, that is also aparad. So she thought that my husband Shiva is such a great Vaishnava, and to hear and to continue living in such a situation is very bad. So she had given up her body. And at that time Lord Shiva came and he had did the Tandava Nritya, etc. So many things have happened, and the followers of Shiva beheaded Veerabhadra, etc. beheaded Daksha. He is there only with the body, with no head. Then later, by the advice of the seniors and also Shiva, the head of a goat is brought, and the goat's head is placed on Daksha. Again he continued to live. So Daksha is telling that even though I had such a severe fall down because of my offense to you, still you tried to protect me in that assembly. एतादृश महान अपनी अपना निज गुणेई अपनी परितुष्ट होन. So you are such a magnanimous person. Daksha is telling, he realized the glories of Lord Shiva, that even though great souls are oppressed, they are offended, yet they always think about the welfare of others. This is their greatness. If someone does anything to us, we are always ready to take revenge on that person. We just wait for an opportunity to grudge against him. And we call ourselves as Vaishnavas, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years doing bhajan. But what is Vaishnava? Here it is, the description is there. Even though somebody is harming, yet the sadhu will not think about the unwelfare of that person. There is only one thing that sadhu and Krishna cannot do. That is, think about the inauspiciousness of any living entity. We say that Krishna, there is nothing that Krishna cannot do. There is only one thing that Krishna cannot do. That is, to think about the inauspiciousness of any living entity. Just like a mother has affection to the child, she may beat, she may chastise, she may insult, she may do anything to her child, but she can never think of any inauspiciousness upon the child. So, if one mother has that love, what to speak of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, who has got millions and millions of mothers' love put together. Therefore, this is the same quality is present in the Vaishnavas also. They can never think of inauspiciousness of any living entity. So, therefore, you are such a magnanimous soul. You be satisfied by your own qualities. What does it mean? That the pure devotees, they are never satisfied by the praises of others, nor are they dissatisfied by the oppressions of others. Tulya ninda stutir mauni santushte yena kenachit. That is the platform of the pure devotees. Tulya ninda stuti. Ninda stuti. While a sadhu is insulted, or stuti, or he is praised, tulya, he is stable, very balanced. Even in the middle of oppressions or insults, or in the middle of praises, he is not overly satisfied with someone is praising, and or dissatisfied with someone is not. So therefore, I don't have enough words to praise your glories. Therefore, my dear Lord Shiva, by your own glories you be satisfied, because he is self-satisfied. Ashutosha, very easily satisfied. That is your glory. So be satisfied by your own glories. I have no capacity to glorify you. So, what is being said is, Srila Prabhupada in the purport he is telling that when a pure devotee is satisfied, then, when a pure devotee is offended, then there are only two ways: either suffer it or become recipient of his mercy. That's all. Otherwise, no third process is available. निज दैन्य निज अभीष्ट निवेदन एवं स्तव पाठऊ এই কীর্তনের অন্তর্ভুক্ত বলিয়া জানিতে হইবে. So, what does Kirtana mean? We are talking about the Kirtana Bhakti. Kirtana also means not only singing or the chanting of the holy name, it also means Nija Abhishta Nivedan, to submit our heart to the Supreme Lord is also Kirtana. Nija Dainya, one's expression of humility to Supreme Lord is also Kirtana. And Stavapat, and to recite the hymns or the prayers in glorification of Supreme Lord, this is also Kirtana Bhakti. Means we are singing the Kirtanas, Arti Kirtana, or Vaishnava Vandana, Guru Vandana, Krishna Vandana. We are doing these Kirtanas. This is also Kirtana. We are chanting the holy name. This is also Kirtana. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling, Mama Nivedana Suno, Ami Vishayi Durajan, presenting one's own heart or the humility. Gopinath, listen to my situation. Mama Nivedana Suno, please listen to my prayers. Ami Vishayi Durajan, I am a sense enjoyer. I am a Durjana, I am a bad person. Kichu nahi morgan, I have no qualities. This is also Kirtana. Expression of one's own humility in front of Supreme Lord is also Kirtana. Expression of any prayers, submissions to Supreme Lord is also our Kirtana Bhakti. That is why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written several such Kirtans. Dainya Vigyapti. My prayers in humility. Without humility, Krishna Bhakti will not begin. Or Prahlad Maharaj is telling that performance of any of these 9 limbs of devotion after submitting to Supreme Lord. But what is after submitting Supreme Lord mean? Atmanivedan means there are 6 symptoms of Sharanagati, Samarpana. Dainya, Atmanivedana, Goptritve Varana, Rakshasiti Vishwaso, Goptritve Varanam Tatha. Atmanikshepa Karpanyo, Sharanga Sharanagati. These are the 6 symptoms of Sharanagati. What are they? First is Dinata, humility. Humility is one of the 6 symptoms of Sharanagati. Goptritve Varanam Tatha, to accept Krishna to be all in all. He is my brother, he is my sister, he is my father, he is my mother, he is my friend, he is everything to me. Atmanikshepa, submitting to the Lord. And Rakshasiti Vishwaso, that he is my only protector. My father is not going to protect me, my son is not my protector, my husband, nor my wife, nor my boss. None of these persons are my protectors. My only protector is Krishna. These are the symptoms of Sharanagati. So there is Dainya, Dinata, humility in the process of Sharanagati. If that is not there, then how come the 9 limbs of devotion be performed? पूर्वे न्याय श्रीमद् भागवत स्थितो নামাদির কীর্তনই অন্যান্য শাস্ত্রোদিত নামাদির কীর্তন অপেক্ষা শ্রেষ্ঠ বলিয়া জানিবে. So, as per Srimad Bhagavatam also, and also what has been already spoken from various scriptures, performance of the chanting of the holy name or Krishna Kirtana is superior to any other form of Kirtana. The chanting of the holy name is superior to any other form of Kirtana. Then, so that is the end of Kirtana Bhakti. We will hear about the Smarana Bhakti next. Shravana Kirtana Smarana. अनंतर कीर्तनादि द्वारा अंतःकरण शुद्ध होइले हे नृपो विरक्त अकुतो भयाभिलाषी जोगी व्यक्ति गणऊ हरिनामयी अनुखन कीर्तन कुरिया थाकेन इत्यादि वचनानुसारे नाम कीर्तन परित्याग ना कुरिया स्मरण कर्तव्य. After kirtana means shravana, kirtana, and after that smarana. So after kirtana, Srila Prabhupada is telling that one should remember the Supreme Lord while performing kirtana. Means the next gradation is talking about Smarana Bhakti, but Smarana Bhakti includes Kirtana Bhakti. Kirtana Bhakti includes Shravana Bhakti. So all these previous limbs are there in the subsequent limbs of devotion. You cannot say, oh, I am doing Smaran. Kirtan is not required. No. Smarana in accompaniment with Kirtana is very important. এই লীলা স্মর আর গাও কৃষ্ণ নাম আচিরে পাইবে তুমি পাবে কৃষ্ণ ধাম. We are singing in Kartik Vrata every year. এই লীলা স্মর আর গাও কৃষ্ণ নাম. While remembering this Leela of Radha Krishna, sing Krishna Naam, chant the names of Krishna. So, remembrance of the Lord should be in accompaniment with Kirtana. Then achire paibe tumi. Immediately, very, very quickly, you will get Krishna Prem, Krishna Dham. You will get. If you remember the Lord in accompaniment with chanting of the holy name. So, in fact, Prabhupada is telling that it is the verdict of the scriptures that one has to remember the Supreme Lord while chanting his name. नामादि संबंध भेदे से ही स्मरणांग अनेक प्रकार देखा जाए. So, to the degree one has got attachment to the holy name or relationship with the holy name, this Smarana Bhakti has different platforms or different grades. As much relation one has got with the Lord, with the name, so much will be the degree of his remembrance. तन्मध्ये पंचविध स्मरण अंगई सर्वश्रेष्ठ. But among these there are 5 principal things of Smarana Bhakti. There are 5 principal ones. One is जत किंचित वस्तु अनुसंधानेर नाम स्मरण. So, partial manifestation or partial remembrance of the the Lord or the holy name is called Smarana. Why it is partial? The holy name, when is the holy name called complete? Nama Rupa Guna Parikara Leela Vishishta, that is called Kirtana. Sankirtana has different meanings. Sankirtana means Samyak Kirtana. Samyak means complete. Complete Kirtana. What is called as complete Kirtana? There are different definitions of Sankirtana. Many persons sitting together and chanting the holy name loudly is called Sankirtana. But there is another meaning for Sankirtana. Many of the devotional aspects simultaneously remembered while chanting the holy name. That is Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, Parikar. Chanting of the holy name while the remembrance of all these things is also called as Sankirtana. One is many persons sitting together and chanting, and other is all the aspects of the holy name are manifested or remembered while chanting of the holy name. That is also Sankirtana. Okay, so partial connection with the holy name, that is called Smarana. Means only remembering the past times or remembering about the holy name. That is called Smarana. There are 5 gradations. First one is called Smarana. Above Smarana is सर्व विषय होते चित्त आकर्षण पूर्वक साधारण भावे एक विषये मनोनिवेशनाम धारणा. Now, while being simultaneously attracted to the all the aspects of the name, means name, form, qualities, pastimes, etc., while being simultaneously getting attracted to all the aspects of the holy name, particularly having inclined to one aspect of the name, that is called as dharana. Meditating upon only one aspect in detail while having attraction to all the other aspects of the holy name is called as dharana. First one is only partial manifestation, that is smarana. Next is dharana. And the third stage is Vishesh bhave rupadi chintaner naam dhyan. So to meditate particularly on the form of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is called dhyana. So understand that smarana, dharana, dhyan, these are all almost synonymous words, but there are different degrees of manifestation of Supreme Lord and there are different degrees of absorption of the mind. When the mind is particularly meditating upon the form of the Lord, it is called as dhyana. Amrita dharer nyay niravichhanna bhave pravahita hoile se smaraner naam dhruvanusmriti. When this remembrance of the holy name or remembrance of the form of the Lord is without any break, means is continuous, nothing can break the meditation, then that is called dhruvanusmriti. That is the 4th gradation. Now nothing can shake, like Prahlad Maharaj. So many troubles were given to him. Hiranyakashipu was giving so many troubles to him, but his mind was fixed that nothing could really stop him. Whereas sometimes when we fall sick, oh yes, so I have to take care of it. My body is not good. So my mind, which is in connection with the body, will also be not good. So even though we are meditating, then it will break, finish. For us, it is a very far-fetched thing for us, because even 10 minutes we cannot do meditation while doing Sandhya Vandan, Gayatri. Even 10 minutes is very difficult for us. But this is about those persons who are able to meditate upon the Lord without any break. That is called Dhruvanusmriti. केवल मात्र ध्येय वस्तुर स्फूर्तिर नामई samadhi, and the final platform is called samadhi. In the remembrance, the 5th gradation is called samadhi. What is samadhi? Dhyaya vastura sfurti, the manifestation of the object of remembrance. That is samadhi. Means, like Radharani is seeing Krishna is present here. She is always meditating, she is always remembering about Krishna, Krishna's form, Krishna's activities, etc. in his absence, and she is seeing the presence of Sri Krishna. Sfurti, the manifestation of the object of meditation, is seen directly. That is called samadhi. There is, one cannot see, means when there is smrita, dhruvanusmriti, when the meditation is continuous, at that time The platform above that is the samadhi, where there is a manifestation of our object of remembrance. You see, that is why most of the Vaishnavas, they enter into the platform of samadhi. Our most revered Gurudev, we have also seen for the last few years, he entered completely into the platform of samadhi. He was seemingly, apparently, living in this material world at that time. Although we call samadhi as a person after he is gone, we gave samadhi. But Guru Maharaj showed to us what is samadhi. He was, very much living, present in front of us, but yet his mind was completely fixed in the Lord, and he is able to see the Lord, that whatever activities are performed with his body, maneuvering his body, so many things we were doing with his body, but he had no clue of what is happening with his body. Our Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj also, in the end of his life, he performed such pastimes. He was completely absorbed, that he was totally unaware of anything of his body. He is called samadhi. कोनो कोनो स्थले लीला विशेषे नियुक्त जनेर अन्न लीलार स्फूर्ति अथवा तदितर अन्न वस्तुर स्फूर्तियो समाधि वाच्य होइते पारे. So sometimes some may be meditating upon the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. At that time, whatever pastime one may be meditating upon, another pastime of the Lord can manifest in front of him. But that is also samadhi. So what it means is that if I am meditating in one particular pastime of the Lord, manifestation of that pastime itself need not necessarily be called as samadhi. Another pastime can also be manifested in front of the person who is meditating. That is also samadhi. Did you understand? Das sakhadi bhakta ganerei ei rupa samadhi hai. Only those who are the servants and sakhas, the friends of Supreme Lord, only they can be in that samadhi platform. The manifestation of the Lord is seen always. Shanta bhakta ganer prayi purva vida samadhi hoya thake. But Shanta bhaktas, Dasya Sakhya, they will get into this samadhi platform. But Shanta bhaktas, the devotees in the neutral platform, they will have the above four kinds of smarana, but not the samadhi smarana. Okay. So this is what is written about Smarana Bhakti by Srila Prabhupada. We will stop here and then continue tomorrow. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय. जय परमाराध्यतम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय. नित्य लीला प्रविष्टों विष्णुपाद परमहंस स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय. श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर्ग की जय. श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. सपरिकर श्री राधा मदन मोहन श्री राधा गोविंद श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जी की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय. श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय. श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी एवं परीक्षित महाराज की जय. श्री भक्त प्रहलाद की जय. जय समागत भागवत श्रवणकारी भक्तवृंद की जय. श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल.